I am Anurag Mantri, Executive Director and Group CFO of Jindal Stainless Limited. We are the largest manufacturer of stainless steel in India. See, if you see in our industry, we make a completely recyclable metal. So it's one of the completely fully sustainable metal, and we make it from a green route. So we make it from a scrap and electric arc furnace base. So it's completely a green process. As compared to the making it from directly from the iron ore route, our process is much better and we do the recyclability. So from ESG perspective, the stainless steel we make is completely recyclable and more ESG oriented. I think from the market penetration side, we are getting, I think stainless steel as a metal is getting a lot of traction. So if you look back, stainless steel in India was only related to the utensil segment. But actually, as we are getting into the large GDP growth, especially the infrastructure side, automobile, railway, transportation. So to give you the example, railways like metro coaches are 100% made of stainless steel. Similarly, like the new age trains which the government of India has launched, which is Vande Bharat under the Gati Shakti program, is the coaches are 100% stainless steel, because as a metal it's a more completely recyclable. Whereas the corrosion related losses to the economy, you know that almost India loses $100 billion in every year only on the corrosion. So if we remove some of these uses with the stainless steel, we can actually arrest almost $25 billion every year, which is taking away the GDP from the corrosion way and helping the country to reach the GDP target much faster. See, last year we did quite a lot of acquisitions, and also they started with some of the greenfield projects, which are now will be coming on a gradual manner on a completion side. So out of the 4 acquisitions which we did in past few months, is that 3 of them were actually closed units. So we are now focusing on to restart those units, which will help to develop the entire manufacturing ecosystem in India, which is under the Government of India initiatives of Atmanirbhar Bharat and will that. So one is that we are trying to restart the closed units, and the way we acquired is that how it can contribute to the Indian manufacturing ecosystem. So that's our focus now. Next a few months is going to restart these units, bring them to that, so it adds to a country's overall manufacturing ecosystem. And then second is that, as I said, is that how we actually keep providing, and obviously it will help us to deepen our market, the deep tier financing at a cheaper cost to our end consumer, so that it becomes so they also have access to the good product at a much cheaper cost and much cheaper financing. I think normal typical thing of accounting and finance, I don't think CFO has to spend any time, because now with public blockchain and everything, even if before you publish the kind of data government and the public domains have, somebody else can publish your accounts. I think that's not that should not be at all the focus area for any of the CFO. I think the 2 things which need to be focused on, one is that focus on the AI plus and digitization, because that's how one can go integrate with the global technology platforms into that. So I think the more and more time has to be spent on the digitization, AI plus and the Gen AI sort of the process integration. Second is, in that process, I think the ESG focus has to always be there, which generally goes as a back burner from the CFO table as a capital allocation. But I think the CFOs also have to understand that it helps to the larger enterprise value creation. People will give you the better multiple as a listed entity if you are following up the ESG processes. So sometimes ESG looks as a cost, but I think it should be, and there cannot be a directly related ROI, but I think then you create a much larger enterprise valuation if you actually invest it well on the ESG side. See, we are very hopeful. I think this is the decade for India. It's like apna time aa gaya. So I think this is we need to actually make sure we need to stick to our core, because what we as an organization is seeing that how to keep developing the India manufacturing system within India, and also ensuring the entire supply chain, because as the global worlds are becoming complicated, India has a large sort of natural resources, but obviously there are certain resources which are not available. So like one of our key raw material, nickel, is not available. We did a joint venture so that at least India has access to those type kind of raw material which are not currently available into the country. So I think if we focus on India manufacturing ecosystem, which is our strength, and also making sure that entire supply chain of the critical raw material and the minerals are ensured. I think when I saw today's lineup, I think I was quite excited. I think you have done a good job. I think I must congratulate you as that. I think these are the things because which helps people could keep thinking on this. Even if you see from the government perspective, the clear agenda is like the government program is Antyodaya, where the last person should get a benefit, which in a normal term it's like a financial inclusion. I think this is the one area was from the CFO table. I think the larger corporate also has a role to play. So financial inclusion is the one thing which I see. Otherwise, I think you generally cover AI, ESG, all those sort of topics very frequently.